today I was sitting in the car making videos, and I was thinking it would be really fun to do a Toke and Talk video. I have my Token Legends podcast where I smoke and talk about urban legends, and I do my Token Tarot. So I'm like, why not do a Toke and Talk where I am just here smoking and talking about whatever comes to mind. The problem is this will be the first one, and I just thought about it a few minutes ago, so I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to try not to show the piece because I would like this to go on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, hopefully. But there are so many haters on TikTok that and I can tell that someone gets mad because there will be I'll post a video and nothing will happen with it until I go live, and someone will get mad and go to my page and try to find any video that they can report. And then I appeal it and it doesn't get taken down because I am very careful with what I post. After getting 3 strikes at one point, I've been very careful with what I post on TikTok because it is ridiculous the things that they have you go through. But so if you're watching this on TikTok and things start cutting and they're choppy and they don't make sense, know that I said something while I was smoking and you can't see it because TikTok sucks. But my people on YouTube, on Instagram, you just get to see the whole thing. For the first time ever, I have had a couple of videos get over 100K views. And that was a wild ride. The amount of people that heard me say, "When you look at me, is there a reaction?" and then just stopped watching the video was amazing. I can't remember what the other video was that had over 100K, but odds are if you follow me, you've seen him. The amount of dismissal that I received in the comments that were like, you just have a beard, get over yourself, you know? The only comments that were really see, this is what I'm talking about, were the hateful comments, and so that's never fun. But I have to say that it did allow me to realize that there are a lot more people out there who support me than I think. And to be real, no, I don't think that a majority of them would say anything in person, but I do think some of them would, and that's more than what I expected. I have always been the person that stands up for other people because no one has ever stood up for me. No one, there have been very few moments in my life, and the people that have done those things, have been there for me in those moments, they've really stuck with me. There's not very many of them. A monarch butterfly keeps almost coming into the car. It's this beautiful yellow monarch butterfly, and it's been flying around and it keeps coming and going, and I wish I would just land in the car. I just want it to come land on my face. That would be wild. But anyways, knowing that there are people out in the world that would say something if they were present during a situation. That's really been changing my perspective on humanity. Though it feels like they are far and few in between, I do genuinely see the numbers there. You think about 1 billion, that's 1 billion. How many billions of people are on the planet? Out of 1 billion even, the amount of people that would actually stand up, even if it's 1% of 1 billion people who would stand up for you. pretty damn large number. Especially when you add in the rest of the billions and then take 1% of that. If you think about being surrounded by 20 people who would support you and love you and stand up for you in any moment, could you imagine 20 people standing around you, unconditionally loving you? And I know I have well over 20 people in my life that genuinely care and genuinely would stand up and be like, hey, she's an amazing person, so you need to watch yourself. You know what I mean? Like, they'd stand up for me. They would take that, like, actually say something in those moments when you just wish someone would say something, would see what's happening. And, you know, a lot of the people who are throwing so much hate out there are people who have, in those moments, been let down and who have never been defended, have never been really seen in their life. And so I think about that and about how fortunate I am to have so many people see me and want to genuinely get to know me. Because I am a damn good person. I'm funny and I am a fun person to be around. It's just the truth. Being able to see the people that love me and be able to see that, like, yes, you're right. You know what? I am fun to hang out with. Like, I'm not afraid of the deep discussions. I'm not afraid of the weird topics. I'm a safe place. Just seeing the people around me and knowing them, all of the people that are in my life currently that I have come to love, the people that I am choosing to have around now, the new community that I have made, the chosen family that I have come to. Like, I just feel so much love and admiration from everyone around me, but also for everyone around me, and having that reciprocated, knowing that this awesome person, and like not being let down in those moments where, like, you know, sometimes people let you down when you come to talk about something and they have judgment towards that situation. And like, when that happens in my relationships now, I am able to just talk about it. If I say something or someone else says something, it literally has gone both ways. I've said stuff that needed to be checked. I've said stuff that were still rooted in fat phobia, and I, you know, still make snap judgments about people, and I should not be doing that because I know better. And my community now can call me out on that in a loving and kind way that, like, helps me to see that, like, the words that I say, and this is just an example, but the words that I say sometimes are doing more damage than they are good. And now I have the community where I trust the people that I see as the closest friends around me. I trust all of them to call me out when I need to be called out. And when I need to say something to them, you know, whenever they say something that is hurtful, whenever they say something that could come off as hurtful, or could cause, you know, some type of whatever, some type of reaction or emotion, we talk about it. We're able to talk about it. And, you know, sometimes the person says, well, this is why I said this, and I'm not sorry for it, and this is why I'm going to continue to do this. And that's okay. I'm like, you know, sometimes it makes sense. And I'm just like, all right, you're right. You know, you do that. You do you. And it may not change my opinion and what I do, but it still, like, continues a genuinely healthy relationship. And so I just have been so super grateful for that lately. And I keep finding more and more. All of this connects back to those 2 videos because I have found more and more people, more and more community every day because of it. It's been a wild and crazy experience. Also, if you saw this piece video, the unveiling of this piece video, yes, he is already this dirty. I don't want any judgment. I've already smoked a couple of bowls, so. But he'll be cleaned soon, I promise. If you want to hold me accountable to that, you can at me in the comments. Because I have asthma and I need to keep my pieces clean, honestly. But anyways, all of this to say, I guess that's what today's episode is about. I just made a couple of videos about gratitude, and it was a channeled message, and so this is what's on my mind. It's these 200K, like one of them reached 200K views, and I was just, the moment it reached 100K views, that was like, I don't know, it was a crazy feeling, because I've been making videos for a while now, and I have been so discouraged by the numbers sometimes. And I like to place my value on the numbers that I pull. When I was in sales, I was that way. I mean, that was my obsession. I was, you know, obsessed with the figures, so obsessed with improving things, obsessed with the percentage increases. I was so obsessed with all of that throughout my sales career, where I was literally managing stores, to my corporate career, where I was constantly looking at the figures to improve our sales in, you know, whatever way possible with the merchandising side. And so I am a constant figure runner. I love the analytic page. Like, I go through that a lot, and I did go through that a lot. I do not anymore, maybe a few times a month now. There for a while, it was several times a day. So I've been making videos for quite a while. And I've never pulled numbers like this, but I have also never been more relaxed about the comments, about the reactions from others, about how often I make videos or what my videos are. I haven't been strict with myself lately. I've just been allowing myself to rest when I feel called to do so, and work on my projects when I feel called to do so. And that has been extremely hard. Especially, I have like painting series that I want to do. I have classes that I want to create. I have so many things I want to do. I have so many projects that I want to do. So taking a breath and working on the things that I actually want to work on, and taking a rest when I feel like I seriously need a rest, has been extremely challenging. But this is when I start pulling the numbers that I was wanting previously, you know. And there was a time where I was going through every single comment and I was obsessing over the comments, and I don't do that anymore. I do still read most of the comments, but I don't read all of the comments. And sometimes I like to post my sassy replies because it's fun. But other than that, I just allow people to say what they will. Sometimes people go a little too far, or like if I see that people are arguing with my friends, I'm like, all right, that's it, you're blocked, like get out of here. Because like, don't be, sometimes I'll be, you know, but then sometimes I see people going back and forth, and so I'll just like let it go. But it just kind of depends on how the comments are, and like, you know, whatever. If I catch it, if I don't, I'm not worried about it, because honestly, it kind of made me feel like some of those people in my comments needed to see the hateful comments, because they need to see how graphic and weird people get. But like, sometimes it's too much, so I delete it. Or TikTok filters it out for me. But it's just been a wild ride. I don't know if this video is even going to make any sense. I don't know if there's really any points to it. But I'm going to call this a successful first episode of A Token Talk with me, Coral Renaie. And when I go to edit this, and after I edit this, hopefully I'll still agree. But thank you for smoking with me, for talking with me, for listening. And yeah, here's some more of these talks. I guess the moral of this video is, I hope you're grateful today. I hope you do some reflection and figure out what your mind is ruminating on today. I think today is one of the few, but hopefully, you know, one of many, eventually, of the days where I am seeing that my attitude is really rooted in gratitude. And I seem to be looking out of the lens of gratitude today, which I highly recommend. I love you all, and you know, even if this video is a mess, I'm sure I'm probably going to do more. So if you turn out to be one of the few people that like this, I will see you on the next Toke Talk with Coral Renaie. Branding it, it's official, it's a thing. I love you all.